Philanthropy is one of our favorite topics. How do you give? What do you give? And when do you decide? Some people sit down at the end of the year and say, we think we should give more money to this charity or that charity. We think perhaps we should spend more Saturday afternoons volunteering. Some people get that inspiration once, maybe twice a year. And our goal is to have that inspiration daily, whenever we see people in need of anything. If you're donating to a large charity and the money is going to someone halfway across the world and you feel good about giving to those people in need, well, that's awesome, and we congratulate you. But if the very next day you're at the grocery store and the person behind you is short on their bill and you don't notice that, you don't offer to help them, well, there's a disconnect there because your community, your local community, your neighbors need you. People need you. And we think that's why people have such disconnects about philanthropy, because they don't really feel needed. When you see a talk show and the person gives away cars to everyone in the audience, you think, well, I'm just going to give a little money to the local radio station, or I'm just going to go hammer a few nails and build some benches at the park down the street. And it feels inadequate. And why do we feel inadequate? Why is any gift that we offer inadequate? It's not. Philanthropy is about giving what you can, where you are, with what you have. If you play a musical instrument and you can teach little kids how to play the musical instrument, that might be the best gift ever. That kid may never forget you, right? So the anonymity of giving to these large charities doesn't really make us feel empowered. Because when you give something, you give of your spirit, you give of yourself, you want to feel empowered and enriched. When people say there's nothing like giving something away because the way that you feel fulfilled, like you're part of something bigger. Do you feel that when you give away money to someone across the world? I'm not sure. We don't. We love to look for opportunities in our community daily. When we see the homeless guy on the exit ramp every day, do we say, well, I don't really want to give him $5 because who knows how he's going to spend it? Well, no, because we haven't spent every dollar of our life with great wisdom. We haven't spent every day of our life with great wisdom. So why are we going to be so judgmental and pick and choose and be scarce with things we can be so generous about? Am I not going to give a hungry person a granola bar? Because I'm certain I have a box of 14 granola bars. So why do we pick and choose? And how do we pick and choose? And why are we choosing? We are the most affluent country, the affluent times. Why? Why are we going to be stingy with anything? Because this illusion, this idea that if you need something, it means you're weak. And when you look at other people and they need something, does that mean that they're weak? We don't believe that. We believe that the strength is in the connection. The strength is in the bridging. The bonding is in the giving and the receiving. And when you've had the worst day of life, when everything has gone wrong and time and money are scarce and hot coffee spills all over you when you're going somewhere important and you just feel like the world is against you for that just short period of time in a day, right? Sometimes it lasts longer, sometimes it lasts weeks and months. But when that happens, always something else happens after. Sometimes a stranger impacts you, sometimes someone close to you sends you a gift or says a kind word, and usually they don't even know that you need it. We're so prideful, we don't often say when we need things. We just kind of keep quiet into ourselves with this stoic perseverance that doesn't really serve us very well. And so when you're having that day, that month, that year, and someone intercepts you on that path and says, you're awesome, we notice, we're paying attention, you didn't say you needed anything, but this is what we're giving you. We never forget those gifts. They change our minds and change our attitudes and give us hope and encourage us and inspire us. And we remember that. And we want to give that hope to other people. People that don't necessarily know that they deserve it, people that don't even know what they need or how to describe it or have the language for it. We want to pay attention in our communities because those are the times we can give effortlessly. When I hear my neighbor outside trying to start her car, I think I might go get my jumper cables to help her. Even if I'm making breakfast, even if I'm in bed, because gifts aren't always convenient. Sacrifice is part of the gift sometimes. And when has anything happened conveniently in your life? Have you met the person you love at the right time? Have you gotten the call for a job at the right time? Have you lost your job at the right time? Have you had children? Had people pass away? Have anything ever happened at the right time? No. So why? Why do we think that we're going to have enough and then we can give, that at the right time we will give everything we have to offer? Because if we give a little all the time, every day, then we feel like we're in the right time. And we don't have those pings of guilt when we exit the highway every day and catch the eye of someone in need. We don't sit down at the end of the year and say, I need to do more and be better, because we are better all the time.